Hey there, it's Charlie again, your resident CASAS expert, here to talk about how to give a test remotely. So we are back to our main page that we love so much, etestonline.org/html5. Here we're going to do a lot of the same steps, but there are some key differences that I want to point out. First of all, I'm going to sign in just like I normally would. There's nothing special about this right here. However, once I get in, like I said, if you please, and I'm just going to stop these for the sake of showing them all as being stopped. These last two sessions are remote sessions, so you can use them. Sometimes they may have already been started as remote sessions. Click Start again. Last time we clicked Start an on-site session. This time we're going to click Start a remote session. It's very important. So I clicked on Start a remote session. That's going to give me a 7-digit code that I am going to need to write down. You cannot copy and paste it. I'm going to tell you that now so that you save a lot of headaches, because I have spent a lot of time copying and pasting. And when you're in the middle of it, getting ready to get a student set, they're looking at you like you don't even know what you're doing and you can't even copy and paste. It can be really frustrating. So I'm also going to scroll down the bottom. You'll see that the add stations piece is there. If you, for some reason, come across a session that you want to add someone, you know what, cancel, never mind, forget that. We'll talk about that in another video. Go back to this. I'm going to point out the enable tests on all stations. That button you will also see up here in a minute. So remember how there was adding stations was always the thing that everyone forgot in person? Well, enabling tests is the thing that everyone forgets for the virtual or the remote. So anyway, I'm going to write down that 7-digit code, and then I'm going to take my students back. I have started the session, so we are good there. I'm going to send them to the website, and I'm going to attempt to show you this as it actually works. I'm hoping it'll work, so bear with me. Okay, so here I am, I'm back at this site. I'm going to pretend like I'm the student. Remember, the instructor or the proctor have already gone in there, started the session, enabled it, wrote down my 7-digit code. Now I'm going to tell my student to go ahead and click on take a test or run the executable file. And then you will see I'm throwing it on this other screen here, is where it should pop up in just a moment. You have to be patient. Sometimes it takes a second, but it should pop up. And then it's going to basically pop up with the same kind of error that we saw in the other video when we did this. And I did that on purpose to show you how these are all connected. So we see we're waiting for the proctor to start the session. Now, this is where you're like, I'm so frustrated. Why is this the case? Well, actually, here's what you need to do. Go to station management. Again, register the station, this time with a code. This is that code, that 7-digit code that I had you write down that I said you cannot copy and paste. You're going to have them click that. And then it's going to say your station has been registered. Click OK to proceed. So now they can go and they can enter their phone number. And then they go in and they enter their name. Okay, so now I'm into the demographic information. Also point out to them that these dates, the day is 2 digits. So if they're born on like the 4th, they have to do 04, not just 4, or it'll screw it all up. And then I always point them out to that. That's, again, another thing that you're going to do either way, in person or not. But I did that so I can save this. And then look, it says, wait for the proctor. Still frustrated, right? This is where we get frustrated. We click refresh, it's still not working. Why? Well, remember I told you the thing that everyone forgets? Well, That's what we're going to go back to. Back to the thing that everyone forgets. Remember, we're going to sign in as the proctor in this case. And you can pretty easily go in and restart this. Okay, so I had to pause that. Sorry. That's how slow it is. So I'm going to go back in and I am going to sign in as the proctor because that's what I'm doing. Right? It says to talk to the proctor, right? So this is on me. Click manage, continue to remote session. I see my student is there. Aha, enable tests. Once I have clicked on that, everything else is fixed. Okay, so that's how you give a test remotely. If you want to talk about how to give it using remote control and things like that, that's a whole other video. All right, hope this helped, and thank you for listening. Have a good day.